Hi everyone. Here are a few comments that relate to our first assignment in this course, the syllabus quiz. As we get ready to take the syllabus quiz, we should be approaching the work with a couple things in mind. The first is that in this course, whenever you're asked to read, you want to make sure that you're reading in a quiet environment that has as few distractions as possible. Now, you may be coming to higher education thinking that you work well in a noisy or distracting environment. Those may be habits you've developed from high school, for example, but we really want to focus in on finding that quiet space where you can concentrate for an extended period of time with the documents you're being asked to read. So that's one of the first things you want to do, is find a quiet space where you can do this work. The second thing you need to be aware of is that when we read for our college level classes, it is virtually always the case that we are reading and annotating. And as you can see in the instructions for this assignment, annotating means to take notes on the main ideas in the documents that we review. This can involve very basic things like circling and highlighting, underlining, or really making any marks that make sense to you on the document that enable you to, at a glance, identify some of the main ideas in the document. But it's also more than that. It's looking for passages that you have questions about. It's looking for passages that that may contain words, that you're unfamiliar with, and you want to identify those words. It may be that you're going through the document and you're finding opportunities to write out questions about what the document is saying. So when we think of annotation, we might think of it as happening in two layers. One layer where we read through and simply circle or otherwise highlight the main ideas, and then another layer where we are actively asking questions about what it is we're reading. And oftentimes we can write these questions right in the margins of our document. Okay, or for a virtual document, you can just add some highlights and some notes to what it is you're looking at. That work is significant because it makes you an engaged reader. And if you are an engaged reader, you'll be much more likely to remember the material in the document when you need it. And you will need to remember the material when you take the syllabus quiz. Okay, so again, to perform well on this assignment, you need to take the initiative to locate a quiet place with few distractions where you can read through the course syllabus. And you also need to take the initiative to be an active annotator. That is, you need to be trying to identify the main ideas in the document, and you need to be also actively asking questions about what it is you are reading and have a written record of that associated with your document. Once you've done those two things, okay, you have gone through the document in a quiet, controlled environment, and you have annotated significantly, then it is time, and only then is it time to take the syllabus quiz.